What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Podcast This. And we are back. It's your boys, Jojo and Isaac. And it's been a
Mhm.
while. Wait, man, we've been away for quite a while, but we're back bigger and better. Actually, it's funny because the last time we were here was when
Mhm.
Liverpool mated us, bro. I think
Tough times, innit?
tough times, bro. Very tough times. That result sent us into hibernation. We actually got in effect. And between then and now, we've lost to Spurs. We drew with Porto. We've had some pretty bad results. We drew with Villa, but we're back to talk about Manchester United above all things. So let's get right
Mhm.
into it. Let's get right into it, Isaac. Tell me how you feel about Ten Hag.
I mean, that's a loaded question.
It is.
Um, I mean, I know you're really trying to ask if I think we should sack him, honestly. And I don't know why you just don't want to act me. I see how I feel. I always say, I don't know if
Mhm.
you recorded a session where I talked about Ten Hag, but I did say that for me, I've always said that the manager for Manchester United is Zinedine Zidane. I've said that time and time again. I
You
think
have, you have.
he's the perfect manager for the kind of status that, we believe we should be in, right?
Hmm.
That being said, I don't think we should let go of Ten Hag just yet. I actually think it's like he's in a developmental structure, like in a
Hmm.
process that I feel like he's at a critical part of the process right now, right? I'm looking
Hmm.
at us this season. I'm looking at how our football is being played, how the players are responding to him. I think
Hmm.
for all the trash that we are trash, one thing you can say about us is when we need to get a result, like an FA Cup final, and we're against Manchester City,
Shout out
like
to Man City.
like a game against Porto or against a game against Aston Villa, where we need a result. He somehow was able to get a tune out of his plays, right? You can't take that
Hmm.
away from the guy. Like last season, he walked up to Crystal Palace with, Grandpa Casemiro, cooked by,
Hmm.
grandchild Police in the midfield, you know, to four, you know, we trashed him, bashed him, the team is whack ass. Somehow, this man was
Hmm.
able to reassemble his Avengers. Somehow, man, you know,
Hmm.
marched them into an
Hmm.
FA Cup final, into war, a war that
He
mattered,
did.
and won. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
for certain, he knows how to get a tune out of these players when needed. You get what I'm saying? Uh, that's not to say the reason why I say he's not the one for Manchester United is, there's a little bit of charisma lacking, right? The way he communicates.
Mm-mm.
That could be,
Mm.
the fact she's not his, first language and stuff like that. But,
Mhm.
there's some lack. But, to say that he's tactically inept, I disagree. I think he's
Okay.
tactically a really good manager. I just feel like
Okay.
it's a time, much of time. We're in a process. We just need to give him time. You know what I'm saying? So those are
Okay.
like my first initial thoughts about Ten Hag. I'll,
Okay.
you know, I want you to share your thoughts on it, and I'll go a little bit into why else I
Mhm.
think he's not a problem. You know?
Okay. I like the way you framed your argument. I think that we can go so many different ways with that, right? But I want to know. So, in one sentence, from you, what I'm hearing is that we should keep Ten Hag. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay. 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 Cool. That's good. That's good. I, I'm a bit conflicted. I can't lie. Right. I think you and I have had this Zinedine Zidane discussion for quite a while. And that's one of the ways
Yeah.
we can get into this discussion, talk about potential replacements. We'll talk about that at the end a little bit, but let's focus on Ten Hag.
Yeah.
You and I have been there before,
Yeah.
but we've also discussed just how we can't keep repeating the cycle. Get manager signs for a little bit, then sack manager. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That can't
Yeah.
necessarily keep happening all the time. So uh we can't be in that rut where we are always, having to get a new manager, sack manager, get a new manager, sack manager. Where does it end, right? Which manager do we then stick with? And for the most part, we thought it would be Ole around that time when he brought us back second. Ole
Yeah.
performed. Then after that Watford defeat, he got sacked. It kind of felt like Ole's version of a Watford defeat was when Spurs beat us 3-0. When Spurs beat
Yeah.
us 3-0, at that point, I kind of felt like, okay, cool. Are we cooked? Is that it? Like, does he get the sack tomorrow?
We've
And
been
then,
good.
of course, bro. And then at that point, the board comes out to say, okay, cool, we're still backing the manager. Okay, that's fine, that's cool, right? And then, of course, there's the whole Porto 20 Villa result. So it then begs the question, like, how much can we as fans hold
Yeah.
on to actually realizing that dream? You feel what I'm saying? And I don't
Mhm.
think we're that patient. I really don't
Yeah.
think we are.
Without pain
Because,
barrier in.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of crazy. It's really kind of crazy. I don't think we are at that point yet. So, to answer your question, I think we should keep Ten Hag, but
And
that
then,
becomes harder to justify if the results aren't there, to be honest. Right? We're
okay.
sitting 14th in the table. We have one win in the last 5 games, in the Premier League at least. And we're not doing good. We're not doing as good as we need. Like, something has to happen. We can't just say keep Ten Hag with no results. It's cutthroat competition, man. You know what I'm saying? So it becomes
Okay.
harder to justify.
All
So
right.
those are my initial thoughts. I feel like I'd want to see Ten Hag stay
Yeah.
because I don't want us to go into that old habit of sacking a manager and finding
Mhm.
another one. But he has to give us something, or the team has to give us something. Like,
Yeah.
we have to get something in return for that belief. And if we don't, then how do we justify him stay? Right?
Okay.
If the results
So
keep getting worse.
I want to justify him staying. Are we managing our expectations really well? You know what I'm saying?
As
Like, why are
right?
we? Why do we call ourselves? Why are we Manchester United fans right now expecting us to be in the top four? Why?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? If you look at
I know what
clubs
you're
like,
saying.
if you look at clubs like City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Aston Villa, those
Mm-hmm.
clubs, why do they say that they should be in the top four? Right? Couple of
Mm-hmm.
reasons, right? You can't look at Man City's squad and say they shouldn't be in the top four. Of course, they should be in the top four. They probably should win the league.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, best striker on the planet. You look at
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal's squad and you say, wow, guy is like a consistent. I mean, Martin Odegaard, one of the best if he's on a different match. And you'll be the best
Mm-hmm.
central midfielder in the league. They have the best defense in the league. Makes sense. They should
Mm-hmm.
be in the top four. Liverpool, that attack is solid, man. Mo Salah, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Who's the ass is on some form. Aston Villa, if they're a manager, he knows how to do their stuff, Now Durant on the
Mm-hmm.
bench is like a guaranteed worldly goal scorer. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you look at all these clubs, there are reasons why you look at it and say, yeah, they should be a top four club. Why does anyone
Mm-hmm.
look at us and say we should be a top four club? Now, we all look at it and say, oh, the Manchester United of old, Sir Alex Ferguson era. Bro, this is not Manchester United of old. This is not
Mm-hmm.
Sir Alex Ferguson era. This is not Wayne Rooney, Tavares, we don't have Rio Ferdinand, bro. We don't.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, let's face
Yeah.
it, the facts are the fact. You're asking this manager to be in the top four, challenge for the
Mm-hmm.
title, when he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
have a recognized left back. He doesn't. He doesn't have a recognized his centre back pairings is always problematic because delayed. He just signed the late. He needs time to get into it. The whole of last season, he was playing the whole of last season with centre backs that were never fit. Varane, as good as Varane is, never fit. Martinez can't do the job all the time. He has no replacement, right? He can have consistency in his right back position in Dalo and Mazraoui, right? So that's like one good
Mm-hmm.
position along with the goalkeeper. You come into holding midfield, bro. We just signed Ugarte. I mean, Ugarte hasn't won shit, man. He's not like he's a world beater or anything. There's a question mark
Mm-hmm.
there. I mean, you're asking this manager to work wonders with a CDM who is not like a world class CDM. We're dependent on a 19-year-old central midfielder and Kobe Mainu, right? He has no replacement. And Bruno is good. Yes, but he has no replacement. He plays almost every game. Of course, there's superior where he gets time, right? You
Mm-hmm.
go into our attack lineup, left wing, Marcus Rashford, mate. The best season he's ever
Mm-hmm.
had in his career was under this same manager, Eric Ten Hag. So it's not like before Ten Hag came in, Rashford was like Cristiano Ronaldo or something. He wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
If not Rashford, you're asking him to depend on a 20-year-old left winger in Garnacho. He's still developing. We have two strikers who have never scored more than 10 goals in their career before. In Josh Azeski and Rasmus Højlund before the Manchester United. Somehow we're expecting this team to score 50 goals a season. Right wing. That's a right wing. That's not even
Mm-hmm.
good. Bro, so you look at the squad and put this into perspective. I don't know that this manager has the tools in terms of the actual squad players to be saying that we should be a top 4 club. Are we a top 8 club? maybe we're a top 8 club and we should start accepting that.
Mhm.
Manage our expectations. All these players will need time to become the world-class players that we think they should be. Because everyone we have right now
Mhm.
is potential. Menu potential,
Mhm.
Ganacho potential, Ahmad potential, 2 strikers potential.
Mhm.
Everything is linear potential, man. So what are we
Mhm.
doing? If you sack this manager, another manager will come in, we'll have to go through the same cycle again. So that's my perspective. The problem is not Ten Hag at all. These players, I feel
Mhm.
like we expect too much of these players, and they are just bang average. And for me, that's why I'll end on this subject. That's it.
But, okay, okay. Very interesting argument. I haven't seen that argument framed that way before in that manner. And
Yeah.
I give you props for that. I think that's a fair challenge. So a fair argument. We have average players, we're expecting exceptional results. But to that, I say two things. I believe you, and that's just how it works. You can't expect something exceptional if you have something exceptional, if you have something average. But the fact that you became this average, the fact that you slipped into this despair so deeply and so badly
Yeah.
and so quickly, I might add, despite having had exceptional players, from the jump, you feel what I'm saying? Because since
Yeah.
2013, it's been a downward spiral. We've never gone up since 2013. And
Yeah.
between now and then, we've had the best player in the world in Ronaldo. We've had some of the best players ever to play the game. So it becomes perhaps less of maybe the players we have are average at this point. I think that's true. Like that could be a contributing factor. But there has to be
Mhm.
something else happening there because we've had exceptional players at some point and it still hasn't
Yeah.
worked out. We've had exceptional managers
Yeah.
at some point, still hasn't worked out. So if we bundle up, if we average out all the players and managers we've had since 2013, then what then becomes the real issue? For the longest time, we thought it was the people at the top. We've shuffled that out, and maybe the shuffling is still happening. So maybe we need to give
Yeah.
Ineos time
We
to
have
really
several games
find their
moving.
footing. That's
Yeah.
true, right?
Yeah.
But then one would ask the second question. The second point I have is the standard, right? And you mentioned it, fine. We have a standard that we're holding these players to, which for them right now is a bit high, but we can't lower the standard for the players we have.
No,
So do we
well,
get,
I'm not saying
yeah?
I'm not saying lower than that. What I'm saying is
Mhm.
we're judging this manager unfairly. It's all I'm saying, right? So I'm saying
Mhm.
before this manager came in, what were the problems in the club? There was a culture problem, right? So he came in.
Mhm.
Did he fix the culture problem in his first season? We can say he kind of
Mhm.
did, right? He ended player power, right? He took on Ronaldo, he
Mhm.
took on Sancho's, the Rashford. He took them
Mhm.
on, ended player power.
Mhm.
We are actually in a moment in Manchester United right now where these players don't seem to have power, right? Because for some
Mhm.
reason, in games now we say, oh, they should definitely throw away the game for Ten Hag to get out.
Mhm.
He's never managed to get them cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, if they lost that FA Cup final, Ten Hag goes, right? Seasons before Ten
Mhm.
Hag, we know for a fact they're going to lose that FA Cup final. True of us. That's a fact. So I feel like he has actually come, right? First order of business, fix the culture. He has
Mhm.
fixed the culture, weeded out the problem. Next step
Mhm.
is what he's taking right now with this new group of players, with this new ownership. 7 games in, and
Mhm.
we are saying, no, bad, we should kick him out. We
Mhm.
forget that in his first season, he's finished third and won a
Mhm.
trophy.
Mhm.
Arteta, Jurgen Klopp, none of them did this good in their first 2 seasons. And that's also a fact.
Mhm. Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? So I am
Mhm.
saying he needs time. He's actually one of the few managers in our history since 2013. I would say he needs time based on what we've seen so far. So I don't think we should kick him out. I feel like if for nothing at all, he should finish this season. That's what I
Okay.
think.
Okay. So here's my question to you though. We may not necessarily be a
Yeah.
top 6 or even a top 8 club, but we're
Mhm.
definitely not a bottom 6 club because that's where we are right now.
Yeah.
Bottom 7 club, if you will. So
7 games in,
that is,
man.
it's hard. It's
7
not, but
games in, you played at we've played Aston Villa, we lost to Brighton, bro. Brighton cooked Spurs like from 2 goals down. I mean, we're making it
Mhm.
sound like we played Southampton, Ipswich all in line and we lost. No, man. We were unlucky to
it's
lose
also
to
a
Brighton
matter.
Trophy. I mean, what?
But it's the match in which we're losing games as well. Forget the Premier League as well. Think about the European games we're losing. Like the match in which games are
We
being
haven't got
handled,
many European
games that,
goals too.
and
We just haven't won.
we haven't lost, but we haven't played good football. I
I mean,
just
you could argue like it was a good game. I mean, you can't just.
it was for all neutrals involved, it was entertaining. But for all United fans, to be up 2-0 in the first half, 20, 30 minutes, and then
Yeah.
to You know, I think I think there's a balance to be struck. I hear you when
Now
you
he
say
gets
we need to give Ten Hag time, but at the same time, how much time are we willing to give him? If you said, okay, cool, at the end of the season we finish maybe 10th, right? Do we still give Ten Hag another season, a new season? Do we still,
okay. So
because
here's my
it's what's your thing?
okay. So I'm gonna caveat it this way, right? This manager has
Mm-hmm,
shown that his team could be trash and he will still pick up trophies. If we finish
mm-hmm,
10th and somehow we manage to get into the Champions League by winning the Europa League, and
mm-hmm.
maybe he defends the FA Cup. That's 2 trophies. We are back in Europe and we
Of
finish
course.
10th. And so what if we finish 10th, bro?
Mm-hmm,
Keep the money in. Simple business, man. He got us back into Europe, won the trophy. I mean, come on. That's different from, okay, we finished 10th and we finished the season trophyless.
mm-hmm,
Then he has nothing to show for it. You get what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying? But
mm-hmm.
if you ask me, the reverse is, okay, let's say we finished 5th and then we didn't win anything. Do I want to keep him in? That for me is a problem. Then we become like Arsenal, 6 years in and we are still trophyless.
Mm-hmm.
You know? We don't want to do
It's fair.
We don't
It's
want to do
fair. No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. I think the reason that he still has a job is because he's picked up some silverware. And at the end of the day, the whole point of playing football is to pick up silverware. That's why we play football, right? Is to pick up trophies. That's why he still has a job. However,
Yep.
if his rate of picking up trophies goes up and his rate of the liquidation goes down, which is it's looking like, right? The first season, no trophy, but he was finished third, right? Worst league position, 2 trophies. So um we could win more trophies, more of the domestic cups. Perhaps maybe if we were lucky and we get a European cup, I'll set for that, right? We can win more
What do you mean
trophies,
lucky?
but
Ten Hag is
yeah.
going to win the Europa League. Have some faith. Trust Ten Hag, bro.
Oh, it is. Look, yeah, I trust in how I trust in everything in my life. Actually, that's a bit too much. I don't think I trust him in my life. I trust him with one of my limbs. It's fine. You feel me? I love United to death, bro. I just don't know. I don't know, especially with this new league format. I hope. Let's see where we are in the Europa League format. I actually don't know. Where are we?
Bro, we are like bottom, man. We're not even in
Yeah.
the first 10. We played 2
Where?
games, we've drawn 2. You should have won against
Yeah.
20. You see, the problem is
Mm-hmm.
the draw away to Porto wouldn't have been a bad result if we beat 20. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal with all the agents last season went to Porto. Ask them what happened at Porto. They were cooked 1-0. So
Oh, that's
when
what happens to them.
going away to Porto is not like it's an easy job. You just go and walk through
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. And it's not.
Mm-hmm.
We went there and we got a
It's
draw.
not.
It's terrible. The problem is we drew to 20. That's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if
Mhm.
this man beats
We did.
20, all of a sudden, drawing to Porto and drawing to Villa wouldn't have been a bad result. You know that?
I still think they would have because the manner of the draw itself. Maybe the Villa draw, we played good football against Villa. It wasn't the best, but we tried. The Porto draw, though, the manner in which we drew is the issue I'm having. Like, if let's say, if we came back from 2-0, that's an entirely different game than Porto coming
I
back from
understand.
2-0. So
I
that's my
understand.
issue with it. You feel
Yeah,
me?
I mean, it goes back to what I
Yeah.
was saying, I mean, you're expecting him to defend it 2-goal lead with Casemiro, he can't run. Ericsson, he can't run. Man, like, you're expecting too much from this manager with the players he has. It's this, like, the facts are the facts. His midfielders cannot run.
True, but he's been supported, though. He has been supported in getting in players he wants to get. Maybe he hasn't gotten the
True.
right players to fill in those roles, right? But
And these
half
players
our
have
squad
played
right now,
7
yeah.
They
Okay,
play
so
7 games. So that they have played like 3 games. Man. Come on, like I would have been so right from the manager. It's 7 games into the season with a new group of players. He basically has like a new midfield setup, right? Because we are looking at Ugarte with main partnership, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean that's the real thing, and it's fine. I mean, right now he has a favorable run, right? Like our next couple of games, I think that the
Mhm.
toughest one in there is like Chelsea, but then it's like, it's a
Yeah.
good run. So let's see how it does with this run. If come at the end of this run before the next international break, we're still just drawing games, and I would change my mind. But I'm just saying,
Oh yeah.
looking at the run, I feel like he deserves another chance. Yeah, but yeah, that's me. I think that's why I want to end it on the Ten Hag conversation. So in short, I think we
Oh.
should keep them. I think
Mhm.
he's the biggest problem. Our problems are deep, bro. You can't go into the season with two strikers who pretty much scored more than 10 in their whole career and expect to score more. It's like, bro, he's so
But
magician.
these are strikers that he chose, though. These are strikers he chose. He picked these out and he wanted them, both of them. You feel me? So,
Bro,
maybe
we all know
I
he
don't-
wanted
the risk
get
for
Harry Kane.
there
He
was
went
no
to
way
Harry
Tottenham
Kane
was
to
giving us
get
Harry
Harry
Kane. There was no way Tottenham were giving us Harry Kane, bro.
Ain't no way.
His
Ain't
boss
no
is
way we was-
so I
Fair
don't know that
point.
it's his
I
fault,
just
man.
don't think it's not his fault. Like, there's no world in which Tottenham give us Harry Kane. It's like when we go back to Van Persie coming to United. Yeah, I just don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. You feel me?
Well,
If Harry Kane was pushing it, he wasn't even trying to come to United, bro. Yeah, like if that was the case, maybe. Anyway, let's wrap this up by talking about some potential Ten Hag replacements. You touched on
Okay.
Zidane. I caveats about Zidane. I mean, he's a good manager. I just don't think he wants to manage in England to start with, let alone United. Can the man even speak English? I think that was one big thing. He doesn't. He's not good with English really, so I don't think that could happen. It would be nice as a concept, but I don't think that could happen. I think realistically, if you put some, if you roll the dice with it, I'm seeing a Tuchel maybe. There was rumors about Southgate, but those were kind of squashed. I don't want Southgate anywhere near United though, but those were kind of
No way.
squashed. Tuchel, maybe Thomas Frank. There was rumors about Poch, but he's with USA right now. I don't know, but who
Thomas
could
Frank.
potentially replace Ten Hag? Who could
Yeah,
potentially?
bro, Thomas Frank.
really,
Come on. Jesus Christ. Thomas Frank from Brentford to Manchester United, bro. He would die Thursday. That's like signing David Moyes. He would choke. Come on, bro.
but with the type of
Manager-
players we have, though, I don't think we will.
Bro, he would choke,
What-
man. What are you talking about? Managers like even David Moyes, at the time, he was like, class manager in the game, whatever. Jose
'cause
Mourinho,
Frankie
Luis
kicked
Van Gaal.
Just 'cause
All these
Frankie
guys
kicked
choke
him.
down the threat. Even look at Ten Hag, bro. Ten Hag was cooking at Ajax. Even he is choking under the job and Thomas Frank, bro. Nah, mate. I don't think he's.
But who
gets
else could
anywhere
come though?
near
No, think about it. Think about it. Who realistically,
think
who else
about
could come? I think
That's what I'm
Tuchel could
saying. I
come.
don't want to do realism. Realistically, Ten Hag should be our manager. I don't think there's a manager out there right now attainable that is better than Ten Hag. I don't think Tuchel does a better job at Manchester United. Tuchel feels like a Mourinho signing. He's going to come in. We're probably going to win the Europa League if Tuchel comes in now. It's a fact, right? We're going to win the Europa League. But then 2 years from now, we'll be saying, oh, no, toxic Tuchel. We want him out, right? And he's shown that in his track record. The same thing happened at Chelsea. He won the trophy the next season, toxicity. They kicked him out. Went to Bayern. For the first time ever in their history for a long time, he went to season trophyless. I mean, why do we think this guy should be managing Manchester United? Please. Why do we think he should be better than Ten Hag? Please, no. So realistically, I think the better manager than Ten Hag is the one I said. And even that is based purely on pedigree, right? Zidane walks in there, I feel like everyone is going to respect him, right? He's that kind of big personality. I feel like he's going to get everyone on board to respect him, to listen to. Not Thomas Frank, bro. Come on. There are players in our squad who have won more trophies than Thomas Frank. I talk about like, so I mean, no
just
disrespect,
by being, yeah.
but come on. If Thomas Frank, then we should just give it to Van Nistelrooy.
I mean, there's that too. That could potentially happen. He could be a caretaker manager until maybe the end of the
Exactly.
season. Some Michael
Until he gets
Carrick jazz.
Zidane, bro.
It's not Zidane is not happening, bro. That could never happen. I'm telling you right now, there is no world in which Zidane becomes our manager. I would love it. I just don't think it could happen.
Okay, I mean, if that's the case, then we keep Ten Hag until he gets things right. There's no better manager out there.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's
None,
fair.
bro.
That's fair. That's fair.
None,
That's
bro. I mean, unless I even ask Apple, of course, but none. Not even, I won't even take at it.
Oh yeah.
I want, even when I am, I want. Oh, bro.
So who would you take if he had to leave? If the board sacked him, and you can't say
If the board
sacked.
sacked. No, but Jojo, see, here's my thing. I don't think we should sack him because I don't think there's anyone better. But if we do, I think he lets Van Nistelrooy take it until he can get his Zidane. Zidane didn't say he doesn't want to manage Manchester United. Zidane said he's still learning the language, and he doesn't work that to be where he goes into a club where he can't
Mhm,
speak the language. So
mhm.
if you call Zidane now and you tell him, hey, I'm gonna pay for your English lessons. At the end of the season, you're gonna be Manchester United manager. You said, come on, you can get him in. You oh my god, like that. Oh my no,
I don't know about that, but sure, sure. I don't know about that, but sure, I think we could agree to disagree on that point. Because so we'll teach him English. We can teach
I
him
will.
English, can't he? We which is that
Thanks,
okay.
bro. So yeah, man. I think that's it.
Okay.
Worth it for this
Okay, no worries.
Ten
I think
Hag.
as far as Tenag is concerned, we'll see how that goes. And as far as the manager stuff is, of course, you guys can drop your thoughts in the comments. Let us know what you think.
Yep.
Let us know who you feel will become a good United manager. And we'll see you guys in the next one, man. For sure.